2-1 and 2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start out here with the option left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Man who played collegiately nearby in Athens for the Bulldogs, James Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I think our statistician ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Prescott's throw taken in by Watkins here.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Throwing, Prescott.
And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott from the gun. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
And Lance now to throw. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, here's Prescott on the move to his left. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Here we go, 46, 46. Hey, kill. Here we go, 47.
A first down throw for Prescott.
They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
On first down, Lance.
Got a man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A give running right is Hall.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, kill.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here we go, 47. Hey, 47.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Prescott on play action. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. To the air again, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
46.
On play action, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lance to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
38.
On second down, Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Let's go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
6, 7, 9, 10.
Lance going to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Cook makes the catch on the out route. Touchdown, Browns! James Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Prescott. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. The extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had a short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Hey, check nigga.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And now Waller going to have a chance to run this.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on third down here.
Buying time to his left. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
They'll give to Cook on the read option.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
They'll roll him out right.
And he will find his man, Samuel.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Lance now on first down.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Christian Harris in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
A final shot before half for Lance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Kill.
Prescott on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Going deep here for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lance. That's complete to Dobbs. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now the second-year man from Louisiana. Here's Elijah Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 31, Lance. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
On first down, Lance.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. This one out quickly to Watkins.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Back to the ground with Hall.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hey, kill. 47. Hey, kill. 47.
Play action now. Prescott. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. In motion left is Watkins. Prescott off play action. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
In motion goes the tight end. Lance to throw on 2nd down here. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs. If they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback gets a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Ready, set.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And his pass incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And they'll go for it. Lance completes it to Samuel. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to... And look at this! They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Lance now on first down. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Ready up. Ball is red.
Here's Lance. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Lance looking to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Ready.
Desperation time here. Lance. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on fourth down. Option play. Here's Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run for it with Cook. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
Now Lance.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Prescott.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Big third down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is good. From 49 yards away, he nailed it. And the Falcons are going to win the game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed